Today we'll be beginning our unit on integers, and today we'll actually be talking about comparing and ordering integers. So what exactly is an integer? An integer is any positive or negative whole number, such as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Only whole numbers. No decimals, no fractions here, not yet. So positive numbers go in this direction on the number line, and negative numbers go in this direction on the number line. The further you go this direction, the larger the number is, even if you're talking about being over here. The closer and closer you get to 0 and the further on the other side you go away from 0, the larger the number is. Likewise, the further you go this direction on the number line, the smaller the number is. We can also use vertical number lines. Here's 0, and as you can see, here's our positive numbers. So the further up the number line you go, the bigger the number is, and the further down the number line you go, the smaller the number is. Negatives, of course, fall below 0. Together, a horizontal and a vertical number line combined make a coordinate plane, which is what we learned about yesterday. So when two numbers are graphed on a number line, the number to the left is always less than, and this is the symbol for less than. Notice that the small side comes first, then the number to the right. The number to the right is always greater than. Again, here's your symbol. Notice that the big side comes first, then the number to the left. So on this picture, we have -3. Oops, excuse me. So the number to the left is smaller than the number to the right. So that's why we say -3 is less than -1. -1, on the other hand, is greater than -3 because it is further to the right. So we're going to place a less than or a greater than symbol or an equal sign in the blanks to make it a true statement. So -6 and +8. -6 is right here. Forgive me. That is +6. -6 is right here. And +8 is right here. So which one is less than? -6 is actually less than 8. -7 is the next one that we're going to be using. So -7 is right here. -2 is right here. Now please remember that the further this direction you go, the smaller the number is. So this is actually also a less than symbol because -7 is less than -2. Lastly, 0, which is right there, and -1, which is right next to it. Sorry, that's a little messy. -1 is actually less than 0. So when we read our statement over here, 0 comes first, and based on our number line, 0 is greater than -1. So you need to put a greater than symbol here. Using the table provided, list the lowest extreme temperatures in order from greatest to least. First of all, it's talking about the lowest extreme temperatures. So we're going to want to talk about this column over here. And it did ask us to list the temperatures, so not the state names, the actual temperatures in order from greatest to least. So the largest number we have over there is a 3, followed by a -2, followed by a -30 and a -47. You can always use a number line to help you put this stuff where it needs to go. So here's your 0, here's your -2, here's your -30, and here's your -47. So when you look at that number line from left to right, that's least to greatest. From right to left, that's greatest to least. A newspaper reporter lists the third round score of the top 5 finishers in a golf tournament. Which list shows these scores from least to greatest? There's a vertical number line over here to help you out if you choose. The numbers are 5, 2, 0, -1, and -3. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting them on my number line. Here's 5, 2, 0, -1, and -3. So on this particular number line, the higher up you are, the greater you are. So if we're going from greatest to least, we're going to be going down the number line to list. If we're going least to greatest, like we are, then we're going to be going from the bottom of the number line up. So -3, -1. All right, sorry about that. Sorry, we're doing least to greatest. So you're going to be looking at -3, -1, 0, 2, and 5. And so the answer choice that does that is, let me turn my pen back on, is B. What order pair best describes the location of Laredo, Texas? Laredo, Texas, as we talked about yesterday, is in quadrant 4. In quadrant 4, we're looking at the x and the y value for our ordered pair. So the x value is on the x-axis, that's at +1. So, oopsies, I'm going to put my little symbol here and put 1. And then my y value is actually at -4. So, -4. Apologize, my handwriting will get better as I get used to this a little bit more. What order pair best describes the location of Big Bend National Park? So Big Bend National Park is in quadrant 3, and that x value is -3. So we've got -3. And the y value is actually -2. So -2. And then this is one that always throws people. Which city or cities have an x value that is less than 0 and a y value that is greater than 1? So I'm going to use my little highlighter here. And x greater than 0. So here's your x value. You want everything greater than this line. Using my mouse this time, so I'm very messy. And y, that is greater than +1. So here's your +1. And we want everything that's greater. So all those greater numbers are going to be over here. So what values are those? What cities are in that overlapping area? I've got Fort Worth. So, excuse me, Fort Worth. I've got Dallas. I've got Texarkana. And Wichita Falls. I'm just going to abbreviate that. Which cities on this map have locations with y coordinates that are greater than less than -3? So y coordinates, here we are, less than -3. What cities do you see in that area? I see Corpus Christi and Laredo. So your assignment over this is comparing and ordering integers. Don't forget your name, period, and date. And you can find this assignment on the website in the documents section. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.